Hey, how you doing, YouTube? My name is Frank. Nice to meet you. Today we're going to be finding out a little bit about me, as well as delving into the title. The reason why you clicked this video, the reason why you hate your job, and wondering, is there a better way? So before we delve into that subject, let's find out a little bit about me. Because I plan on leading you on a journey where you and I will take some of the greatest strides you've probably ever taken in your life. And the reason why I say this is because these are strides of independence. In order to truly prosper in the system that is before you, you will have to grasp your own independence. And let me share a little bit about myself, and hopefully you'll understand what I mean by grasping your independence a little later on in the video. Now, approximately 6 or 7 years ago, I started selling online, kind of accidentally. I went on Amazon.com, was looking at a particular television, and realized that this television was on sale at a local supplier. And this local supplier usually got a ton of merchandise. So I called the supplier and found out from them that, oh yeah, well, they had a stock of 200. So I thought to myself, hey, I wonder if I could possibly list these televisions on Amazon. Well, guess what? I did. And they sold. And the reason why they sold so quickly is because they were DVD slash LCD televisions. And what I noticed is a lot of parents were buying them and sending them to their children in college. It just made sense. It was one of those make sense gifts that most parents wish they probably would have brought prior to the kids leaving, but since they're gone now, they're forced to kind of go to some place like Amazon and order something up. So I became that person that was supplying that merchandise, and I actually sold, a lot of televisions, at least 15, 20 televisions, at about $70 to $80 profit. So it was a good introduction to online selling for me. I was always intrigued with computers. I actually am A plus certified, and I work very well on computers. I can do everything from logos to make videos to designs. Just trying to, have my grasp on technology, and I've been doing this since I was young. Started selling books and started finding other merchandise to sell, and started selling more merchandise from the same supplier that was more inexpensive. At that time, it was storage drives. The Western Digitals, those are pretty popular even today, but not so much with, now you can get a terabyte on your laptop, so you needing space shouldn't be a concern, but I guess you could burn through a terabyte if you try. But at that time, it was a high ticket. So people from all over the place, they would obviously come and purchase those, and I would buy them from the supplier, say for about a 30 to 40% return, and that was going pretty well for a while, and somewhere along the line, I accidentally made a mistake or a couple mistakes, and next thing you know, I'm getting a letter from Amazon. You know what, Francois, we're no longer gonna have you selling on our marketplace. And I was completely taken aback, like, whoa, what do you mean I can't sell here? But it was my first lesson online, and luckily at the time I was employed and able to withstand that type of hit. Definitely wasn't making my salary on Amazon at that time, but I was making a good deal of money, enough to understand I lost something, and it was growing at that, unfortunately. So I walked away and continued to kind of work, and went to run a call center for a bit, and then I went on to become a junior system administrator in the same company, and while I was doing that job, the certain days things would need to be done, but for the most part, I would just come to, I would come in and I would have whatever schedule I had, and I would take care of that, and that would be done. And next thing you know, I'm looking around for something to do, and this that Amazon bug just kept kind of itching in me. So I thought of other ways. I started YouTubing, and this is kind of why I'm here because I believe that hopefully somebody will get opportunity to see me share this video, and they'll see, okay, well, that Francois guy, he started. Why can't I start? Well, you can. That's what I'm here for. I realized that, maybe I should look for a different avenue. So that's where eBay came about. So I ended up signing up with eBay and doing pretty well. Actually, I think I made power sell on my first eBay account in less than 70 days. Uh, Found the supplier, drop shipper, did all of those necessary things in order to secure income on eBay, and was knocking out the park pretty early. I was working at the time. I was earning a decent salary. Uh, Everything was pretty much great, but uh, while I was at work, I was losing that yearning. That hunger to be there. It started switching over to being more concerned about, okay, what can I do to build up for me? What can I build for me? Because I was in that type of position where I was constantly making things better for others and making sure their things were good. But what was I doing for me? What legacy was I creating for myself? And that is what really became the driving factor. So at that time, not only did I create that eBay account, but I also created a self-hosted account, uh, and began to buy domain names and create websites for myself based on items that I already realized were hot because I was selling them like hotcakes on eBay, or selling them like hotcakes on Amazon or Rakuten or Bonanza or iOffer. There's a ton of marketplaces to make money on. So please, guys, don't get caught up in the hype with the eBay and the Amazon stuff. Yes, they're great marketplaces. Yes, you can make a great deal of money, but do you need to make money only there? No. Do I suggest you make money only there? No. Are there better ways to make money? Absolutely. That's why you need to subscribe to this channel. In order to truly succeed online, your entire mindset is going to have to change. Okay? So, we've all been instructed, even kind of like beat into our heads how we need to do the right thing and go to school and get a great job and get a good salary and pay back your loans and pay back your debts and get a mortgage and have a family and buy cars and pay those cars off. But nobody tells you how to save money. You know why? Because with all of those various things, family, car, and all the others, there is no money. There's nothing left unless you work a second job. And those people that tend to work a second job tend to suffer in their family lives. And that goes from, kids acting waywardly, wife cheating, husbands cheating, losing a grasp on household responsibility. Just so many things, okay? But if you actually take into consideration, okay, for one moment, what it is that holds everybody back, the thing that I'm going to free you from is the very thing that you probably think about every day, and that's salary. Okay? I call it the salary shackle. Okay? There is no reason for any person to believe that there's any amount of money that could be spread out over 52, 26, or even 13 weeks and given to you in increments, and you will have enough money to live off of, because eventually you're going to need that entire check. And when you do, that's when you get on that cycle of paycheck to paycheck. And yes, people that make $70,000 live paycheck to paycheck. There are some that make 150,000 that live paycheck to paycheck. So if you aren't making enough money to sustain your lifestyle, you will immediately suffer from the salary shackle blues. Salary shackle blues, you say. How do you get those? Well, that's that, every year we sit at your desk like, oh my goodness, I hope I get a good raise this year. Oh God, I can't. Last year I only got 4%. This year, hopefully, I'll get 6%. But what did the 4% do? Nothing. And what do you think this 6%, even if you do get it, is going to do? Nothing as well. You know why? Because 6% is worth absolutely nothing in the scheme of things. Okay? And in order to change your life, you're going to need to make some drastic changes. And you're going to have to do some things that you didn't do before, like take risk. Oh, did he say risk? Yes, take risk. In order to succeed, you're going to have to take risk. It's that simple. Okay? You're not going to succeed just getting up and saying, oh, somebody's going to give me a salary to do what they want me to do for them in order to make their company more wealthy. Like, come on, let's be serious. If you have the energy and the wherewithal to do it for someone else, can't you do it for yourself? I'm looking around because I'm looking for anybody to tell me they can't do it for themselves. There's no way that you should just be earning enough. You should be earning more than enough. And that is only going to happen by you doing for yourself. Okay? The same way you preach that to your children, and preach it to anyone else's children, you gotta be responsible and do for yourself. Hey, practice those words. Do for yourself. Create a website. Go on eBay and market that website on eBay. There's various ways to do this. How about create a Twitter account? Market your website there. Instant traffic. These things are instant traffic. Okay. Go on Craigslist. Market your website. Go on Backpage. Market your website. These are all free instant traffic places to build you while you're building capital. And yes, we all know in order to do anything, in order to be anywhere, you're going to need some money. And this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to get to the money. But getting to the money does not mean focusing in on one particular idea. Okay? The only ideas you should be focusing on are the ones that you come up with yourself. Okay? Those are the ideas that you focus in. Bottom line. So, in order to truly take that taste out of your mouth, that disgust for your job, that desire to do nothing, you have to choose something. I will give you the wherewithal to choose something you love. Don't you want to wake up every day to something you love? Don't you want to wake up every day to something you love that's earning money? Well, if that's something you want to do, subscribe. Follow me. I promise I will show you the way. I'm looking for those individuals that are truly ready to start earning money today. This is not a scam, people. This is not MTA. This is not a timeshare in DR, Bermuda. This is For real. This is real life. I can change your life. So if you want to start that road, click subscribe. That's the first step. That's the first step. Move your hand, click subscribe, and follow me. I'm gonna take you somewhere. You didn't think you're gonna. You can go. You didn't think you get there. I'm gonna bring it. And that's a promise. Hey, by the way, check us out. Eaglearm.com.